Grand Rising citizens, this is the Neo-Tokyo News Broadcast. Umami Finance brings you a sustainable risk hedge DeFi yield. Upcoming airdrop update from Citadel. Will THG token ever recover? Coinbase's Degen Trilogy. Bytes 2.0 around the corner and some shady citizen-related business on Opensea. This is your weekly recap for all your crypto, gaming, metaverse and NFT affairs. Live from the heart of the Citadel, here's what's making news. Greetings everybody, I am your host, Outer Citizen Shumsy number 769, bringing you this broadcast powered by the NT News team. Please like, subscribe, and turn on those notification bells so you don't miss another episode. Our first story of the week is brought to you by Flower83. Not everything down 99.9% from its all-time high is a good investment. There's a difference between dumpster prices and gutter prices, and one of those may not give you the best ROI come the bull run. Thetan Arena is a great game that's engaging, addictive, and simple to grasp for beginners. Despite that and the high player base post-release, what you see on the charts tells a different story. The way they've structured their tokenomics makes one believe that despite the quality of the game, the token won't bring itself back to life. Firstly, the THG token has unlimited supply, and players earn it after every win. Thousands of tokens are created daily, and there doesn't seem to be enough utility for the tokens apart from opening Thetan boxes that create new heroes, which then generate more coins. This creates a perpetual cycle of pumping more heroes and coins into the ecosystem, eventually devaluing both. Now, this is a great example of how underestimated or overlooked inflationary pressure is in many projects' tokenomics. It takes a great deal of balance to establish a system where growth and inflation are both accounted for. For a further breakdown of the token metrics and why THG may not recover, check the link in the description. With Thetan Arena being a prominent project in the play-to-earn space, many citizens are invested in the token and may want to have another look at what Flower83 has to say. Coinbase, the Degen Trilogy, how to increase NFT owner authority. At the end of 2021, Coinbase announced its upcoming NFT platform. According to Dune Analytics, the anticipated event attracted approximately 200 daily unique users that steadily increased and reached approximately 10,000 to date. This article is written by Aokichi. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Earlier this week, the platform released its first episode of the Degen Trilogy, an animated short film that integrates the community-owned Yuga Lab NFT characters. Owned by celebs, backed by big players, and appearing on all types of media, the Bored Ape Yacht Club apes are even famous in the normie world. With all the notoriety and benefits, are the owners truly attaching their digital self to the ape NFT, or will they part with their forever ape for profits one day and jump on to the next hyped NFT project? We would love to hear your opinion over on Twitter. Safely moving on, Mint Defense is back. This week was the last week for citizens to claim their lifetime license for Mint Defense and protect themselves against the many scams that lay along the road of Web3 growth. But Mint Defense has our back again. MD have decided to upgrade all lifetime licenses for citizens to NFTs for free. So how is that valuable? Well, you get the earliest possible access to Mint Defense and the lowest price possible for lifetime NFTs. The plan is to convert all lifetime licenses for citizens to NFTs for a zero conversion cost. Although the public price will be much higher than that for citizens, there is still room for all to be protected. More info in bio. And now it's time for an intermission. Alright guys, you need to help us out. Dial ntnews.eth into your wallets and donate some Ethereum to us so that the news team can keep going. You know, Damon Needs to Create and myself are arch enemies. You're well aware of that. He makes fun of me for sitting in my mom's basement and recording these news broadcasts every week and telling people that we're gonna make it. And I make fun of him for wanting to tour America every second day and his car breaking down every 15 minutes. But you know what we have in common? We could both use some Ethereum. Him for a spare tire and me for, well, some fresh air maybe. So please dial ntnews.eth into your wallets and send us some of your Ethereum. All donations are greatly appreciated. With that being said, let's get back to the show. More from PD, the controversial actions of part-time citizen Lehman were subject to scrutiny by both S1s and Becker, with Lehman pledging to put a stop to the exploitative gamification we've seen in recent weeks. But what's the big deal? Phoenix Down explains briefly in layman's terms. A small group of people have been buying floor citizens or having their wrapped ETH bids accepted, then removing the vaults from their freshly bought citizens and subsequently reselling it as a vault-less citizen for a quick profit. While there's nothing technically wrong with doing this, the floor of our S1 collection has suffered due to the seller undercutting prices to ensure their listings is the cheapest. Now this obviously causes a cascade effect downwards, while two or more undercutters try to panic list each other out of contention. In the end, despite the mild outrage, it was acknowledged that the blame can't all be put on those doing it, since the issue stems from how Opensea lists Neo-Tokyo citizens, as well as the gamification of how our NFT sets are constructed. If both of these are fixed, the problem goes away. As Bytes 2.0 update approaches, it appears these kinks are a top priority to get ironed out before everything goes live. More stories from the week. Zhai and Connected write that last week there was a little under-the-radar development over Citcap that merits a bit of clarification. The opportunity to fully integrate with Neo-Tokyo necessitated a shift in Citcap, with them pivoting from using bytes as their native currency rather than using the previously used CTZNC. Last week, the citizens who were the pre-integration contributors were airdropped booster cards for their work in helping Citcap through those early times. These 700 NFTs will act as boosters for raffle tickets and allocation caps in the Citcap ecosystem, yet a Neo-Tokyo citizen and staked bytes are still needed to participate in the ecosystem. 100% of the royalties from these booster cards go back to Neo-Tokyo's ecosystem, which will then be divided between Bytes LP and capital provisions to support NT divisions that assist Citcap in its efforts to bring the best deals to the citizens of Neo-Tokyo. And now, Ozone's big-time deep dive. The Citadel's favorite crypto gaming critic is back with another deep dive review. This time, Ozone is taking a thorough look at the hyped multiplayer action RPG, Big Time. The game is currently in the later stages of its early access. Our host was able to get a good feel of the gameplay and lay out his take. For the full review, please check the article, but here's some insights from Ozone. My biggest issue with the game in its current state is the poor optimization. Usually I'm able to get consistent 144 FPS in major titles like Apex Legends, however Big Time running at only 60 FPS was utilizing 98% of the GPU and CPU, which is rather inefficient. There are however some bright points like the art style, the characters and world possess a unique charm, and the lore and the theme of the game overall, and some room for good interaction on higher density servers should you find yourself in one. For more insights on Big Time, do check out their socials. And now for our final two stories of the week. Blog Editor writes that Stephen T is the market strategist at Umami Finance, who was previously in insurance and financial services. His time in Neo-Tokyo prepared him to be able to make a full move to DeFi full-time. Originally, he was a community member and offered his Uniswap experience to optimize Umami's treasury-owned liquidity token, UMAMI. This token can now be staked to earn 50% of protocol revenue, which consists of both treasury yields and fees from wholly owned products, and those fees go back to the stakers, which is called marinating within the platform. Although in a post-Celsius world, many are still cautious to lend their funds to any protocol that offers significant yield, Umami's vaults are completely decentralized and run by automated smart contracts. This solution has allowed them to attract institutional recognition. For an in-depth breakdown with infographics on how the system is designed to function, check the link in the description and visit Umami Finance for more information. Just a disclaimer, Neo-Tokyo News is purely a mode of conveying information and is not providing financial advice. With that in mind, Flower83 is back to write about Citadel's token Airdrop. Citadel is a blockchain gaming focused incubator and launchpad, and a personal favorite of mine for quite some time. S-Fund posted an official update in the week regarding the upcoming SNFT token Airdrop, which you can read via the Medium article. This Medium article highlights the key pillars of their journey through being a one-person team to now being one of the biggest launchpads on Binance Smart Chain with over 80 employees. Citadel is now aggressively expanding into the NFT territory by creating its own marketplace and separate utility token, ticker SNFT. So who is eligible for the airdrop? Those taking S-Fund tokens are first on the list, but Citadel is also considered towards its partnership projects. 5 weekly snapshots were taken in the Q1 of 2022, and everyone that was staking more than 1,000 S-Fund tokens, holding either an S1 or S2 Neo-Tokyo citizen, or holding a Journey Club membership NFT will be able to claim SNFT. And that is all for this week's Neo-Tokyo News broadcast. This has been your host, Outer Citizen Shumsi number 769, bringing you the news powered by the NT News team. Music brought to you by the team at Music Mainnet. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast and look forward to serving you day in and day out. Until next time, data streams connecting our minds, tying Neo-Tokyo together.